Beyond the Mic with Sean Dillon.
We're joined on the Starline by two amazing women. One author, producer, speaker, and entrepreneur. The other, human rights advocate, Sunday school teacher, and one of the most successful self-made women and supermodel. They have come together for a documentary on youth mental health in America titled Anxious Nation. We welcome Kathy Ireland and Laura Morton.
Good morning.
Friends, let's go beyond the mic. Quote, imagine a high school with 1,000 students. Now imagine about 450 of them saying they are persistently sad or hopeless, 200 saying they've seriously considered suicide, and nearly 100 saying they've tried to end their life over the past year, unquote, said the United States Surgeon General. Why was putting together a documentary on mental health so important for you both?
Well, thank you. It's critical. Laura, please begin. And Sean, Laura Morton is my hero for so many reasons. Laura is a 21 times New York Times bestselling author. She has one of the most courageous hearts I know. And Laura made this documentary along with Vanessa Roth, who is an Academy Award-winning director. Well, Laura, please share why you made this. I just have to say, Laura's courage, along with her daughter, Sevi, they both appear in this film. And it is powerful, and it's a privilege to be involved in this project.
Well, thank you, Kathy. So, Sean, good morning. I made this film because I'm a mother of an anxious child. And I was feeling incredibly defeated and frustrated, and I didn't know what to do. And I thought what was happening in our home was only happening in our home. The idea to make this film came to me in 2018 after just a particularly rough period with my then 11-year-old daughter. And I put a single post on Facebook, Kids and Anxiety, Who's Dealing with It? And this was 2018. And I was pretty surprised by the response that I got, because in 2018, we weren't talking about this like we are today. And so, I, as a storyteller by trade, I thought there was something here, and I set out to answer these questions, and I set out to create a film that I thought other families needed. I made the film that I wanted as a mom. I made the film that I wanted and needed, as somebody who was trying to guide a young child through this very, very difficult process. So it's 4 years in the making, this film, and along came COVID and poured gasoline all over that already burning inferno, and it just changed everything for all of us.
The COVID pandemic almost shut down the production until an incredible idea. You sent cameras to your participants so they could document their own lives. Was that a risky proposition, Laura?
Great question, Sean. The truth is we actually had sent the cameras out before lockdown. So we were actually very lucky that we had those cameras out in the field. And the truth is these kids are so used to filming themselves, right? They all use their phone. So we trusted that they would be authentic. Our cast members are so brave and so vulnerable and so raw that I think that's what makes the film so compelling for somebody to watch, because we so rarely get to see people having, what goes on behind closed doors, right? And, and so we see several of our kids going through panic attacks. We have several of our cast members talking about, being back at home, that, they were college students, being back at home with their parents, missing prom, missing their graduation. I had several kids who were supposed to be doing these amazing internships that summer of 2020. And, it was, how are they coping? How are they processing all this? And it just makes the film so real that I think other families will see themselves in many bits and pieces of all of these stories.
One of our listeners in Portland, Bill, wants to know, when was the last time you both faced an anxiety yourself, and how did the support of loved ones help you overcome it?
Oh, thank you. Let's see, how about yesterday? It's just, life is hard. Life is really hard, and it's okay. How did I overcome it? So my precious mom recently had a fall gardening, broke 4 ribs. And then yesterday, a woman at church, she just tumbled down, broke her wrist. And it's like, oh my goodness, these women I love suffering in the pain. And that can cause anxiety. I mean, so many things can trigger it. How I get through it, for me, it's my faith, and I'm grateful for just people coming alongside and helping out. But life is hard. Every day something comes up.
The film is Anxious Nation. Where can people find the film and get more information?
If you visit anxiousnation.com, you'll be able to see where, when, and how to watch the film.
Kathy, Ireland, Laura Morton, thanks for taking the time to talk with us today.
Thank you for sharing about this. We really appreciate it.
And that, my friends, is a Beyond the Mic shortcut.